the rabbits and the nets. First of all, I knew that the Morgana was supposed to going to come and get them, and I don't understand why they were there for so long. First they had swords. I know they tried to use the swords to get out, but, you know, Merlin was there. He has his magic. I know he is, you know, Arthur is right there, but that's not stopped him before. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
It was just crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, it was... Go ahead.
There you go. Right.
I was just gonna say, like, I was surprised that Morgana didn't discover them when, you know, they were laying right under the, like, cliff or whatever that was, and it was kind of ridiculous, but, you know.
I don't know, I thought that was a bit of like a Lord of the Rings reference, do you think? I don't know. It seems like it. What was also... What I quite liked as well was that they went to the little village and everyone... I don't know, I can't remember, there was a few, I can't remember if there was dead people in there, but then Merlin went to the cave and met the druid, seer, and that was pretty intense. I mean, he's now prophesized the death of Arthur, or the seeds of destruction are being sown, etc. And then Merlin has the vision of the future, which we've seen before. I mean, with the crystal caves, he knows something's gone wrong. And then now it's a burden that he has to carry on with in the show, and probably throughout the season, because now he's seen Arthur's death, which is the thing that he's been. That's his one job. I mean, that's his main duty, is to keep Arthur alive, and now that was crazy intense. I thought.
No, Have we seen that druid before? He just looks so familiar. Maybe not, but.
I mean, maybe I just see the trailers loads.
Right. In the tattoo or symbol on his arm, was that the same symbol as that key that they put together to get the dragon egg?
Oh, I can't remember.
Last season?
I don't think so. Merlin would have known, right?
Yeah, I thought so, but I feel like it was the same thing. I could be wrong, but they looked very similar to me.
Yeah. Well, that was, and then obviously Merlin shouts at the top of his lungs for the dragon while everyone's asleep. Hey, you know, but he doesn't use magic in the net. I'm just saying.
Right.
All right. Okay. So he sees. Oh, I don't want to. Let's go over to that later. So he has this burden. He knows. He's pretty scared. Oh, hold on. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Okay. All right.
Here you go.
Yeah, so I'll just talk here while Rona takes care of something. Another thing that I noticed that I really enjoyed was the amount of shirtless nights. I'm just kidding, I didn't really enjoy it, but I'm sure there was lots of ladies out there that
I heard shirtless nights.
All those. Sure.
Sorry,
sure.
my mother was there calling me to eat.
Oh.
Yeah, oh yes,
fun.
that was... First of all, I'm not the person that goes... I find it quite cringeworthy when they have the shirtless nights.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not one of those who goes, whoa. I just don't know. It seems like they just place them there to be... Hey, that's the thing. Morgana steals everyone's shirts. Because wasn't there a lady as well in the mines? Did you see that?
I didn't. Was there?
Yeah, they're all sleeping. And I swear, let me know, did someone, maybe on Twitter, if anyone's listening, was there a lady as well? Because I'm sure it wasn't just the men that that Morgana picked out. She just got anyone to go through those mines. I swear I saw a lady. Anyway, maybe I'm imagining that too. But yeah, I'm not for that. Sorry.
Oh. That's funny.
Yeah.
I just saw a lot of people on the chat while I was watching it that were like, oh my goodness, Gawain shirtless.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Anyway, yeah.
And they were shipping Percival and Gawain. It was pretty funny to read.
Yeah, you ship everyone with everyone, but hey, you know, it's fine. You got to know your allies. It's like prison, you know. If you're with other people, you're going to get beaten up. Hey, and that's what poor Gawain was beaten up by just looking around and being annoying. But hey, okay. So one of my
beaten up all the time.
Yeah, poor Gawain, and he has to meet Morgana again. I mean, like he must want to kill Morgana. I mean, like she's put him through hell personally. as a thing.
I know.
Poor guy. But hey, one of the things I was very excited about seeing was Queen Guinevere. Hooray!
Yes. I was very excited as well. She looked great.
She looked great, but then she was queenly, and she was the one that came up with the strategy about going westways, going around so that Morgana wouldn't see. And I really wanted to see the interaction with her servant, because hey, I think Gwen is probably like the uber servant, the most perfect servant that you could have. She does all her duties, she's cleaning, she's kind, etc., etc. And then you have the new servant initially, and that's all she is, and she kind of wants to sympathise, and she's because of her relationship with Morgana, she wants to be more personable with her servant instead of just being a person that orders her around, and kind of teaching her the ropes as well, because she's been there as well,
right,
with what's her name, Sifa? Sifa, I think that's her name.
Something Sifa? Like that.
Yeah, and
Sifa.
Yeah, and how she's kind of projected maybe her past onto Sifa, with her maybe being in love with maybe another person, going out into the woods, and that was kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Looking on her back. So
yeah,
I
agree.
Really like that. That was really sweet. But
it
hey,
was sweet for a while.
Yeah, for a while once we knew. But then
until the end.
Yeah. Hey, but she had her secret. She went out into the woods.
Yeah, that's her own fault.
Oh, poor girl. But hey,
I don't think she's gonna die.
That's the thing. The girl. Do you think she'll die? Because I know Guinevere had to do a thing that she has the power, and that's the interesting thing. Now she has her servant. That's what she was before, and she was in the position where she has a servant on her knees in front of her, and that was always a thing with Gwen. She was always put towards Uther or even Arthur or kings, and she was always in the place of inferiority next to these people. And I think it's kind of a mirror of that. And the thing is, the servant was Sifa was guilty. She did do it. So there's no denying it. She did commit treason.
Right.
She did get these other knights killed with her actions. So, so I wonder if I'll actually go through.
Yeah, I think because of the connection she has, I don't think she's going to die, because I feel like she has a lot bigger purpose in this season for them to kill her so suddenly. But I could be wrong.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I think every servant has to be at least sentenced to death once, right? So, hey. But I don't know, because she did seem to not want to betray the Pendragons. Well, she didn't seem to protest that much. I mean, her father probably said, "Oh, these Pendragons are really, really horrible. They just want to kill me," because I suppose her father is a sorcerer, and she's probably been told that all the time, that her father can't live in freedom. So that's her excuse. But she knows that her masters are kind to her and not being horrible. So I don't know, maybe that will be the thing to save her. Maybe she'll have to betray her father. He's a pretty good swordsman, I have to say.
Yeah, indeed. Did you want to... I know you have to play the ad at some point, right? Did you want to do that now? Or
actually, we've got about 6 minutes left, and I think we have to end the broadcast.
Oh, really?
And then we have to restart.
Oh, okay.
But we'll just keep going on, and then we'll once it's time, I'll just play it, because we'll get to an ad in a moment.
Alright.
Okay, I'll cut you off if we're talking about something. We'll in the middle, like breaks do. Hey, that's one thing about the BBC. It doesn't have ad breaks.
Yeah, I noticed that. I had no idea, and then I watched, and I was like, "When's the commercial going to come on?" And, never
you
happened.
didn't know? Wow. Oh yeah, that's because
I didn't know.
Yeah.
No.
Oh right. Okay, that's true. Yeah. We're so lucky on the BBC. We can just watch without ads, because we're paying for it ourselves. It's the British public.
Right. I'm used to American TV, where it's about 10 minutes of show and 30 minutes of commercials.
Yeah.
That's how it is. It's terrible.
All right. Let's see where we are, because time is running out, and I don't want to bring the topic in. Okay, so once again, Morgana has an evil henchman at her side, and he seems to know what the Bane is. But do they know it's Mordred? That's an interesting thing. I don't know where she finds these people, and then she obviously alluded to her past. that she's had a horrible time. I mean, in interviews, they do say she was imprisoned and she's been tortured, possibly. Her worst nightmares have come true.
I think she said she was in darkness for 2 years, I think is what she said. So.
Yeah. But this is the thing with the gap. Sorry, I'm just looking at the time because we haven't got that much time. But it's a shame because, especially with Morgana, they do whole chunks of big events that happen to Morgana that changes her character and gives her powers, but we never actually see it. And it's a shame also to see Camelot flourish. I know it's been peaceful in Camelot for a while,
right.
But I know that's supposed to be dull, but you can have a bit of peace for a while. There's always monsters and things to fight. And I just find it sad that we don't get to see Camelot and its people and its council members, because, you know, Camelot is just basically Arthur and Gwen, and you don't really get to see the people much.
Right. Yeah. I agree. That's something I'd like to see more of, but can't have everything, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do it because the world is so big and so rich, but I guess they just want to focus on all the baddies and things like that. Alright, so I'm just looking at the time. We've got about 3 minutes to go. I guess what we can do is stop the broadcast and we can start again, and maybe then we can take tweets, see what your reactions are, and if anyone wants to, I don't know if anyone's brave enough to give us a call, maybe you can do that as well. Okay?
Yes, I already have several tweets, and then right now, while we stop the broadcast, tweet in your thoughts on the episode, and then we'll read some of them when we come back.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll gather our bits and pieces, and we'll be more put together in the next episode.
That's right.
All right then. We'll see you after the break. Basically, if anyone's listening now, just go to the Twitter and you'll see the next broadcast coming up. Just follow that. I know this gets broadcasted onto Tumblr when it's done, and YouTube automatically. So hopefully other people will see it and they can come back to the live show afterwards. Alright then, so I'll leave you with a bit of music, maybe not some happy music, the burial music, as we sign up, and we'll see you on the other side. See you for now.
See you in a minute. Bye.